Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and I'm back with another Face of Horror video. The competition just started, so there's a bunch of new contestants who have probably never seen my videos or probably don't know. I'm looking to post, and they don't know what is going on in the competition, how this works, any of that. And over the last year and a half, I've been, posting videos talking about how this competition is a scam. I've interviewed past contestants who have been scammed in the competition. But I realized one thing I've never ever done was tell my personal experience in the contest. So today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shine some light. If you're this is for someone who's brand new in the competitions. The individuals who have done the competition and are still in the competition, it's a lost cause. You can just click out of this video and then you can watch it. But this is for someone who's brand new in the competition, and this is my personal real life experience. And these are 5 things that you're going to go through as a contestant, and that I went through, that I think most people are going to go through. All right, I'm gonna go ahead into the first one. So I was a contestant in the very first Face of Horror competition, and one of the things I went through was excitement, and this is something that you go through once you get that little acceptance letter that you've been selected, and you see the prize, the $13,000. At the time, it was a walk-on role in this indie horror filmmakers movie, and kept me King Hodder, and Rue Morgue, and all this good stuff. And during this time for me, probably for most people, this was during COVID, and I was going through a lot of life changes. Everything from career to the finances weren't great. Just a lot of personal dark bad shit was going on in my life, and this was something that definitely sparked some interest. It just gave me some excitement, and I'm a huge horror fan. I'm a horror guru, if you know my channel. I have a lot of knowledge about horror. I'm a horror collector. I'm passionate about horror, and I knew that I should be the face of horror. I knew I was the biggest horror fan. Which, listen, I know I'm not now, but it has nothing to do with that competition, but there's so many people who are out there who are bigger horror fans than me. I've realized that from having this show, that I'm like, whoa, I'm not that much a bigger horror fan. But I am a horror fan. And when I saw this competition, first thing, sparked in my mind was, ooh, is this a scam? Well, what is this? And of course, this was the first year it was out. So there was hardly no, you could go on Google, there was hardly nothing out there. There was no Travis Bruce horror realm Face of Horror scam videos out there. There was, there wasn't, actors like David Horton, who played Art the Clown, screaming out that in the Terrified movie, screaming out that do not support this competition. It's a scam. Filmmakers were not supporting. None of this was out there. It was completely brand new. No one knew what to expect. So I went into this competition with the same assumption that most people did. King Hodder is a part of this, so there's no way this can be a scam. This has to be legit. It's King Hodder, nicest fucking guy you ever fucking meet. And so I was so excited, like most of you. I was getting prepped. I put my both best pictures up there. I was like, oh my goodness, the $13,000 was key. I did not read any fine print. I did not do anything. I just went in. I was so excited. I was sharing it to my friends, everything. I was looking at my phone constantly. Oh my goodness, I'm in first place. I'm in third place. Oh my goodness, blah, 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 blah. It's that initial drug rush. And that's what most of you are feeling. But that rush soon went into something else. And that was stress. A couple of days into the competition, that's what you're going to feel next. That excitement, that fun is going to turn into stress. Once again, you're going to be checking your phone. You're going to be hounding every single fucking person that you know to vote. Get that free vote and that free vote, because in your brain, you're thinking free vote, free vote. You haven't gotten to the point now that you're asking people for money. You think that by getting as many free votes as possible is going to get you somewhere. And during this process, it's going to be, it's going to hurt, because a lot of the people that you are going to think that are going to vote for you, they're not. Family, friends, coworkers, they'll vote, but they might vote once or twice, but they're not going to constantly vote that 24 hours. Now you're just stressed. You're texting your sister, please vote. Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? It is, and you're going to be posting constantly onto social media. And that's what I was doing. I was not getting, I had 300 some friends on Facebook, and I'm looking at my votes. I'm like, why am I only getting 25 votes, 50 votes a day? But for some reason, I was still in first place, which didn't make any sense. I'm like, well, damn, I have a shot still. But the constant stress of looking, making sure people are voting, that excitement, that fun, it becomes a complete opposite. And that's what it did for me. And then and from there, it led into something dark. And it's going to, the third phase is going to be for everyone. And that is, I have to fucking cheat. That's the only way. The only way you can win this competition is by cheating. I cheated. I hate when I hear idiots say, well, you cannot vote for yourself. You cannot pay for the vote. So, listen, asshole. No, this is what you do. Honey, here's $300 of my money. Go and vote for me. Is that, I mean, that's not rocket science. That's how you vote for yourself. You hand someone else the money and have them vote for you. I was doing this quite a bit. And yes, it was getting me to first place. And I hear a lot of people say, well, the reason you make these videos because you're a sore loser and blah, blah, blah. I made it further than majority of you ever will and have. I made it all the way to, I was in first place in the quarterfinals, which is, the quarterfinals is the longest fucking run in the whole entire competition, because there's so many cuts. Once you get to that, after that point, but I was in first place in the quarterfinals until the last damn 10 seconds. The last day of the competition. So I hear a lot of people ask about the bots, where you get these things saying that, you pay us $100 and we give you $5,000 of votes. Those things are 100% legit. I did it. I bought $5,000. I bought 5,000 votes from Ecuador or whatever South American company. The only thing that I would suggest, and I think the people who make part is, I did not know. I should have spread it out. When you go into these bots or these votes, they give you a way to disperse it. You can do low, medium, high. High means they all shoot and vote at once. Or you can do medium, or you can do low. I should have started earlier and did it low so that it would have not triggered their algorithm that, like, oh my goodness, where are these fucking 5,000 votes coming from instantaneously? It should have been, but at that time I didn't have time. The competition was done. So I should have spread it out. If you're going to do this, I'm not saying to cheat. Do the low, but start off early, and it will send. These are real fucking accounts. These are real Facebook accounts that will go and boop, 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 and they will vote for you. So I did this, and I did get an email up on the screen from Facebook Horror saying there's suspicious activity going on, and now your account is going to be heavily monitored. But they didn't take away any of the votes. So that's how. So think about this: 5,000 votes got me to first place just in the quarterfinals, but it did not get me to win. You start lying to people. You start lying to your family, your friends. I see you guys do it in these Face of Horror contests right now. You're telling everybody that you're in first place, but you're not telling them that you're in first place and there's still 20 rounds to go. Yeah. You start becoming a liar. You start going to a dark place. I did. I was lying to everyone. Saying I was in first place. I didn't say that there was 20 more rounds. I had people dishing out their hard-earned money to support me in a competition that I probably wasn't going to win. I did get second place in the quarterfinals, and then I went into the whatever it was called. It was called like the round, the wild card round. Once again, which most of y'all would never, ever, ever get to. So I mean, I went as far as I could, and this is by cheating. The next emotion that I went through, which is number 4, is that you're going to go through as well, is you're going to start accepting defeat. I did this. You're going to start realizing that, holy shit, everybody in this fucking competition is cheating. In order to, the only way to win this competition is by dropping a whole bunch of money. And you're going to get sick into your stomach thinking about, at this point, if you made it to this point where you're in the wild card round, or you'd have made it through the quarterfinals, you or your family have dropped at least at a minimum $1,000. I mean, that's a minimum $1,000, and you've paid a bot service probably a couple $100 to get votes. It's the only way. It's literally the only way to win this competition. That's why it's a scam. Everybody's cheating. It's not fair. It's about who pays the most money. There's people keep asking, well, it's not a scam because there's a winner. Yeah, but whoever wins this competition is not winning because they're the most popular. The reason they're winning is because they have the most money and they're the better cheater. You know, it is what it is. And I mean, at this point, I mean, you know, I done deleted. Well, I said I had 300 friends on Facebook. I deleted probably 75% of them because they didn't vote for me. I didn't feel like they weren't my friends. They didn't support me. People started dissing themselves from me because I became that multi-level marketing person who was, hey, listen, I need your help for this, and you get to this and blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just got to the point where people knew I was crazy and didn't tell me I was crazy. People knew I was getting scammed, but didn't tell me I was getting scammed. So they just distanced themselves, and I started distancing myself from people. Dark time in my life, guys. Dark time. The final thing is, so once you're kicked out of the competition and you start, and the competition is going, and then you finally see who the winner is. Anger. The winner of my year wasn't even a horror fan. I looked at her profile. There was one picture of her with Jason, nothing horror themed at all. She was a burlesque dancer. And I remember going to her description and it was saying, what's her favorite horror movie? And she was like, well, I'm not a big horror fan, but I know. It was something like that. And it just made me angry that this person who is not even a horror fan just won this competition. And then it made me realize this competition is not picking the biggest horror fan. It's not even about picking a horror fan, period. Whoever pays the most money, whoever's the best cheater. And this made me angry. And that's when I started making these videos. Because it is a scam. I know people say, well, it's not a scam. It's just it's a paid. No, it's a scam. Because it's not 100% transparent. I'm looking at all of the new people in these Face of Horror Facebook groups. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Well, how do you do this? Well, how do you do that? What's this and that? Because it's not transparent. That's the reason. You have to get into the fucking game to figure out, oh, this is how it's played. oh, the only way you can do this is by being dirty and nasty. But is that enough to jeopardize your friendships, relationships, just your word and who you are as a person, or a competition that you're not even gonna fucking win? All right. Well, I hope this video helps somebody. Listen, I had to get this off my chest. I was like, damn. People keep asking me, well, how do you know all this? How you know? I was in it. I made it pretty far. I made it further than probably 75% of people in this competition ever would. And I did it by cheating. I did it by deceiving people. I did it by lying to my family and friends. And it made me feel like a bad person. If you want to do that shit, that's on you. But I am telling you something right now. If you're not in this fucking competition, you got a family, friend, or so forth in this competition, do not donate any money to them. Do not donate any money to them. Because what you're doing is you're fueling their addiction. Because that is what this competition is. It's a fucking addiction. And it's a bad addiction. All right, it's your first time coming here. Please hit that subscribe button. I got 3 more fucking face hard videos coming up. The next couple Thursdays, and then I'm gonna ride off in the sunset. And yeah, I think I've done my job. I think with the next 3 videos, I'm gonna do my job to prove that this is a scam and hopefully steer people away from supporting these kind of scams. And yeah, next week's video is it's going to be a 2-part series actually, and it's going to be do the math. And next week, part 1 of doing the math is the actual prize. Well, I'm going to break into the fine print. What are you actually fucking winning? It's going to shock you. You're not winning what you think you're winning. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for coming to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and it's another edition of the Face of Horror Scam. I'll see you next time.